peace and happiness. So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. I'm so excited to be back live with you. Let's see what's going on in these energies. Let's look at the situation. What do we have coming into view for me and you whenever you find this download? Ooh-wee. From the wisdom of the golden path, what do we have? We have the inspired warrior. You know what you're fighting for and you know why. So with the inspired warrior, like there's downloads, there's inspiration. You know, you can't be inspired warrior if you ain't got no inspiration. You must be inspired to be the inspired warrior. And so that energy is here. Bottom of the deck is questioning your beliefs. Now that you've questioned what you believe, you know what you believe, and you have your inspiration, okay? You know what matters to you. You know what's important, okay? Something is important, and you know what that is. Okay, let's get something by way of guidance for our point of focus. Let's get some guidance for our point of focus in this energy with the Akashic Tarot. Please and thank you. What's the message? Please and thank you. And it says clearing the way, clear the way. If you want to get from here to there, you're going to have to get all the obstructions, all the obstacles, I heard the bullshit. Honestly, that's what I heard, the bullshit out the way. And this reminds me of a conversation I've had with a lot of clients before. They tell me, oh, I don't like this that I have going on, relationships, job, whatever. And it's like, well, if you don't like it, get it out of the way. If you keep it, you can't move past it until you let that go, right? So there's that energy. What's at the bottom of the deck is the master artisan. Okay, so you're really good at something. For some of you, this is about your career. For others of you, it's not. Let's get the dominant energy for this message from one of our tarot cards from the Dreams Come True Tarot, this one right here. And it's the King of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. You got choices. Okay, some of you choosing that Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but this is about choosing what's stable, integrity, okay, honest, reliable, trustworthy, built up, okay, this is something that's built up, established, okay, and it's like make it real in your physical world is another thing I'm hearing from this. So King of Pentacles energy is coming up. What's the spread? What's the perfect spread to receive the perfect message for us at this time? Just to let you know, I just got booked, so I have some clients on the way to see me today, which means I'm watching their location, and when they get closer, it's going to be time to go. So let's see. What's the perfect spread for us today, please? Last place and thank you. Okay, Lesser Sky, creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be. What is the perfect message? Thank you. Love it. They gave us the Getting It spread, which is perfect because I just said if you don't want what you got to get that shit out of the way in order to make space for what you do want. You can't hold this if you want that. You know, and I had a client that was gone from me for years, and then she came back and she said that because she has a new relationship now, and she said what I said stuck with her. I'm like, I don't know what I told you. She was like, well, you did this. You grabbed this and you said, if this is what you want, and if this is in the way of getting that, then you got to get rid of this so that you can have that. And I'm like, oh. And so she's taking stuff off of my desk. And she's like, that's exactly what you did. And she was like, so I got divorced. And then, you know, she got with this husband that she now is still married to. And she's really satisfied in that marriage. So this spread is called Getting It. And I heard, get it while the getting is good. Get it while you can. You should be getting it. Okay, too short coming through. All right, so what you got, what you want, and how to get it is the message. Let's go into the archetypes. Okay, that's the 3 positions that this spread offers us. Really am grateful that they gave us a 3-card spread because we can get this whole message through no matter what we do. Okay, so let's see. What is the most important things to say? What do you get? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? What you got is, oh, the Fool. Yeah. And I'm just looking at this. So anywhere, and I heard, okay, thank you. Anywhere where you played the Fool, that mask is coming off right now. And then I heard, everybody plays the Fool sometimes. Okay, so that's okay. I heard, don't beat yourself up if you were the one that was playing the Fool. It's not unnecessary. You don't have to do that. You know, it's bad enough when people pull these schemes. I heard you don't have to go and beat yourself up behind it. So What is it that you want? Let's see what you want. You want the damsel. You want, And then I heard, rescue me. Okay, what do you want? You want, oh, I heard you want your mirror reflection. Thank you. So somebody wants to be rescued, but somebody else doesn't want to be rescued. They just want their mirror reflection. They want somebody that looks like them, and I don't feel like that's, well, maybe physically, because if you have my face, honey, I'm be like, girl, I want to know your name. But I'm just saying, at the same time, it's like, can your energy at least, can you match my vibe? Can you match my energy? That's the way she's actually coming through. So you may actually be, some of you are attracted to a person who looks like you, but or have attraction when you see somebody, you really like the way you look. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, my mother was the most beautiful woman I've ever known. So you'll never hear me say nothing but I'm gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? And if you know it, you know it. And it ain't nothing wrong with it if you choose to show it. However, in this energy, what it's actually saying to me is what you want is somebody that can match your reflection, that somebody that's a good reflection of you, a balanced counterpart, somebody that matches your energy, your vibes. Okay. Now the card also says understanding the nature of healthy romance. It inspires you to rely on yourself. And so that's also true. You want a healthy romance. You don't want another fucked up relationship. You don't want another situationship at all. You want, I'm searching for real love, someone to set my heart free, real love. I'm searching for a real love. So that's the energy. You want a real love, somewhere where your heart can be free, not burdened down, not you have to hold it back, not any of the other things. You want somewhere where your heart can be free. All right. Whoo, wait. How to get it? How to get it? Let's see what Spirit got to say. How to get it? How to get it? You get it by recognizing your queenship, your queen energy, staying in your queen energy. You got to. And then they cut me off. I was about to say something else, and then they said, no, that's it. You got to. Okay. Radiates the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. So how do you get it? You got to stay in your position. You're in a preferred and a protected position, which means you have to prefer and protect it. You have to protect your position. You have to be the inspired warrior that's not afraid to cut through all the BS. And because that questioning your beliefs was at the bottom of the deck over here, I see like anywhere where you didn't understand your value, where you didn't understand what you deserve. And boy, if we ain't all been through that before, like raise your hand, put it in the comment. You was in a relationship with some situationship where it was like, oh, what am I doing? This is not how I deserve to be treated. This is not what I deserve to live like. This is not what love don't feel like this. I hear love don't feel like this. So once you go through that enough, that mask comes off. Like I heard you were playing a whole fool up in here. You're playing like you didn't know what you deserved. You were playing like you didn't have value. You didn't have worth, something like that. And now you're like, hold on a second. I'm going to show you my real face. Like, back. Okay, back because I know my value and I know my worth now. Okay. And you're not hiding it from yourself. And I hear you're not hiding it from no one else. I see somebody who's really stepping into their courage, stepping into their power, embracing it, and like just radiating in that energy. And anybody that don't like it, they could get down the road and kick rocks, okay, or whatever they want to do. Stand on blocks, build blocks, whatever, because a lot of people out here, they like to build blockages, and you're not doing that. You want your heart, someone to set my heart free. That's what you're expect. That's the kind of thing that you're holding space for. Something that's in the way of that, you got to get rid of that, honey, because it's blocking the path. You know where you want to go, and this ain't it. So you're going to have to move that big old tree stump, that dead ass tree stump out of the way. So because it is a tree stump and I was guided to call it a tree stump, that means this is something that's been in your life long enough. And so for a lot of you, this might be like a family member or an idea you've held your whole life, a belief you've held your whole life. Like some people learn at home that, you know, you have to suffer so much to be with somebody, and you got to just take any old type of treatment and stuff like that. Like you learn, some people have learned a lot of really unhealthy relationships. Yeah, what's at the bottom here? Waiting for a night to provide for you, seduction by romantic illusion. Somebody learned that at home, and that idea has really kept you stuck with some fake stuff. because it was not in harmony with what your soul was choosing and what your truth actually was. So I'm hearing you had to learn your truth first, and then they're showing me Cher's quote, which I've shared many times on this channel. We're going to do it again right now. Her mother told her, you should just find you a rich man and settle down. And Cher said, Mom, I am the rich man. And that's the energy of the higher vibration of this damsel. It's like, I'm not looking for you to save me. I'm not looking for you to do something for me. I'm looking for what matches me. And it's like, I want a healthy relationship, right? Because a lot of people have gotten themselves in, and maybe some of you have done this in the past, because I know I did when I was learning too, about get in a relationship because you need them for this, that, or the other, because they're helping you out with this, that, or the other, or because you think that's what's gonna make your life better, that's what's gonna make it what it's supposed to be, and then you found out, that's not it, that's not the way it works. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the monk nun. So there's spirituality at the foundation of this. The monk and the nun are people who have a spiritual commitment with spirit for soul growth and evolution, to be of service to the community. They take vows, okay? And so that at the bottom of the deck is letting me know, like, I see a person's energy where there's somebody in this experience who hasn't really been, I'm hearing, sexually active. They've been more dedicated to spirit. They've been more dedicated to their spiritual needs. I heard that's always going to serve someone well. So whether that's you or a person around you, whether that's you, they've been thinking about, well, maybe I should just, go off and be by myself for a while. Maybe I should just get with my spirit for a minute. Maybe, okay, well, maybe you should, right? But it's here. The low vibration of the monk and nun card talks about negative judgments of the physical world, and then excess piety. So some of you are really coming out of that energy where you're excessively dedicated, I heard, but to the wrong thing. Okay. And then I hear, this is dedicated to the one I love. And so there's that. There's something about having been overly dedicated to the one you love. But why was it overly dedicated? Because it wasn't honoring the spirit. It wasn't honoring you. It wasn't honoring your value. That's why how to get what you really want means you have to step into that queen energy. You got to recognize your position, your value, your worth, not be settling for less, not be playing with these jokers. Let these suckers stay sucker free. Let these suckers stay over there with the rest of the suckers. Okay, because they're showing me like when you go into some sort of business, barbershop or whatever, certain businesses, they'll have like a box of a bunch of sucker lollipops sitting in there, and it's like put a quarter in for one, right, into the box. Yeah, let them stay with the suckers. I heard you don't need those suckers. All right. So in the position with what you got, we have the younger woman. Dealings or relationship with the younger woman is here. What you want? What do you want? What do you want? What you want is, someone will try to make you do something against your will with the club. Why? You want to see what their agenda really is, what they're really after? You want to know, is this a reflection of me? You want to understand why okay. You want to be done with people to be trying to force your way. Somebody wants to, there's a younger woman, okay, they're showing me. There's a younger woman around who would like to make you do something against your will. Oh, yeah, we've been seeing that energy. Let me see how to get it. Okay, let me see what's the energy. What else you're going to show? Because they just said, yeah, these cards are coming through more like the other side of the table energy. So there's somebody around you. This younger woman is around you. What does she want? She wants to make you do something against your will. Okay, and how do you get a journey, either physical or mental, with the carriage? Okay, I heard send them packing. I heard send them packing with their idea of making you do something against your will. I heard that's not a healthy relationship, because what you really want is a healthy relationship that mirrors you, that is a beautiful reflection of you. Okay, the bottom of the deck is climbing towards success, and they're saying we have somebody who likes to try to climb the ladder of success. That's who's on the other side of the table energy, is somebody who wants to, I'm here, make you part of the path of their success. Okay. All right. Show me what your feelings are from this experience. Let's look into The Prism Oracle, it's going to give us something about the feelings involved on your side of the table. Show me more. What do we have with the Fool in the what you got position? Show me the feeling. Because the tears of a clown. This could be upsetting. I see this is, yes, see, cleanse. So anywhere where you're not really attached to this person right now, but you know who I'm talking about, it looks like there's this realization like, well, what they were really after. And some of you, I'm also seeing like you're by yourself, and you said they can cry the tears of the clown. How dare they try to make me do something I don't want to do? I see that as well. So you know, you have to bring your intuition to the party, like I always say, so you know what side of the table you're sitting on. The growth card wants to come out. Protection landed in my lap. Growth landed on the table. And space landed on the floor. Very relevant. All those relevant for what you want. You want growth. You want protection, and you want space. You want to get away from somebody who is trying to make you do something against your will. Listen. So I had we're going to go into it. I had somebody who was trying to force a relationship on me, even after I advised them, like, I'm not attracted to you like that. We're not going that route. And they still persisted, and they still persisted. And guess what? I made space and protection for my growth. I blocked that ass, okay? So be careful about these people. And that may be what you need to do, is block somebody else who think they can force you. Because I see you with what you want. You're like, you consider who you are. You consider your energy. You consider, is this the right partner for me? You consider, is this in alignment with me? I'm hearing you consider, is this in alignment with me? So how to get it? What's the emotions here about how to get it? Show me more. Everything happens for a reason. There's a reason why protection fell in my lap. They said because the protection is already there. There's a reason why space fell on the floor. They said you already put the space in. Okay, so how is that relevant to you? Let me see how to get it. Let's see how to get it, please and thank you. How to get it? The energy. Follow the energy. Follow the energy. Your energy is telling you that shit is off. Your energy is telling you, no, thank you. I'm not attracted. I don't want it. We're not in alignment. And that doesn't mean that they're going to give up. Just like the example I gave. Like, that doesn't mean that they're going to give up. Some of them will try to force their way into your life. Usually, I'm hearing, usually that happens when there's a huge breakthrough about to happen for you. Whether that's in romance or in another aspect of life. When you're at the point of having a huge breakthrough, it's like the devil gonna send all the minions to try to get at you. And honey, it's an energy. Bottom of the deck is happiness. Protecting your happiness. Baby, you've been doing good. You've been happy. You've been focused on your craft. You've been focused on your stuff. You've figured out who you are. You don't have no doubts about that no more. And somebody wants to try to challenge you. They want to try to bully their way into your life and force you to do something you don't want to do. Well, they got a rude fucking awakening coming. And if she come on this channel and fuck around in my comments, she'll get blocked off of speaking on here too. So she better watch her ass, because now I won't read for her no more. After all these years, I'm not going to read for her no more. Why? Because when I said we're not in alignment, she didn't leave the shit alone. When I said don't come to Las Vegas looking for me because I'm not attracted to you at all, if shit ain't going down, she didn't leave the shit alone. Bad idea. Bad idea. If this spiritual stuff is not more important to you, we definitely are not in alignment. If you can't trust the process and the divine timing, we definitely not in alignment. So there's something here about that, because again, the monk and the nun is at the bottom of the deck. Anywhere where you've been dedicated to your spirit, and then you've been, look at what I picked up, that and below it is the gamer. Somebody likes to play games, to manipulate other people, because they think that you're unaware of the game being played. But you already took the mask off of that clown, and you already took the mask off of yourself, okay? Somebody younger than you. And look at her expression on her face. She don't look happy at all. She looked like an angry bird. Little angry ass bird. Girl, you better go home to your nest. I heard, girl, you better go home to your nest. Yeah, you better go home to your nest. Don't come around here with that mess. I heard, don't come around here with that mess, because remember, your space is protected. The space fell on the floor. The protection fell on the lap. There's a message in that. Your space is protected. Don't let nobody bully you into doing anything, romantic or otherwise, that don't feel in alignment with yourself. There's a reason why your soul wants it, And there's a reason why your soul don't want it. Okay? There's a reason why your soul don't want it. So let me look at the tarot energy from your side of the table with my neoteric feminine tarot. Let's see. What you got is justice, honey. You're standing on business. You're standing on facts. These are the facts and nothing but the facts. You're honoring universal law. You're honoring all the things that you understand about the way energy goes and flows in yourself. Okay? And, you know, when you stand on the facts, that's just that. Some of you, there's a Libra energy, whether it's you or the other person, heavier emphasis on it being you. A Libra energy is here. But justice, when you stand for the truth, like the truth stands tall, and the truth must always come out. The truth is always going to come out in the wash. All the fake shit's going to fall off. I do the best fake fucking nails you're ever going to find, and they last so long. I've even had them last up to 4 months without any touch-ups. I'm a hairstylist who washes her hair. But you know what? If she didn't come in at 4 months, eventually the shit was going to fall off. Fake is going to fall off. All this makeup, I mean, I'm beautiful without it, but all this makeup is coming off as soon as I go wash my face. It's all going to come off in the wash. And there is a cleanse happening. What you got is a cleanse. Yeah, somebody here, I see you say, God, if it's for me, let it stay. If it's not for me, let it go. And then at least one soul fell off. For some of you, it was more than one. And you're like, oh, I did ask the universe. I did ask God. I did ask. Okay. Well, if that's what you got from your energy, let me see what you want on your energy. Show me with the tarot. What you want, the Four of Wands, you want something that really, like, hey, we could go together for a while. We could walk together for a while. Four of Wands, this is good times, okay? These are the good times. This is celebrate, okay? This is that energy, okay? This is also 11-11 energy. For some of you, you're like, I want somebody who really matches my soul. A lot of you feel like you've been on a twin flame journey. They want me to break that down a little bit. If you think the twin flame is another person that's going to come into your life and they're going to be your best partner ever, you got the mass confusion about what twin flame energy is. Twin flame energy is a relationship with any other person that shows you who you really are. They will deliver to you the balancing of the scales. In other words, all the bullshit you ever did to somebody else, they're going to do it back to you. Why? So you can elevate, so you can live the other side of the experience, clear the karma, see your true self, okay, and elevate. And the thing is, it's not always just one person. More often than not, it's a series of people, and different ones have the capacity to show you different aspects of yourself. And if you elevate through that, then you could align with somebody who is in a more elevated state, which equals that healthy romance. Okay, so there's that breakdown. So this is what you want. You want somebody you could have a long-term relationship for. You want somebody you can post selfies with and be like, yay, look at this. Okay. You want something that you could be open and out in the world. I heard you don't want nobody in the closet. I'm cleaning out my closet. Okay, so somebody's actually, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. I got to let it show. You want a relationship you could be out in the open with, in your relationship, be confident in the relationship, not start questioning what's going to happen, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and they're specifically showing me like a partner that can keep up with your lifestyle and not endanger you, themselves, or your reputation while you're at it. In other words, I see you, and I see you have events. I see you have public events in which cocktails and hors d'oeuvres are served, and it feels very upper class. It feels very uppity. And the thing of it is, you can't have just anybody there. If you got some old scrappa over there with you, this chick is going to get sloppy, or this dude go get sloppy, drink too much, start talking belligerent, acting an ass, falling all over the place, saying stupid shit to the people you do business with, making you look bad, and it's bad for business. And so there's that energy. Like, I need to be able to take what I want in a romantic relationship is a healthy relationship with somebody where I can go out and live my life with and know that they're not going to sabotage my life because I'm trying to have a relationship with them, or I am having a relationship with them. I need somebody that could go walk alongside me in a respectable way, in a healthy relationship. Okay. So there's that energy there as well. How to get it? Let me see from our side of the table, this side of the table. What do we have? How to get it, please? How to get... Oh, go on, Spirit. Okay, come on with it. The Empress energy. How do you get it? Stay in your values. And I love this because you have the Queen. You have the Queen. Don't accept nothing that ain't in its Queen energy, because you are a whole Empress up in this. And for those of you who don't understand the hierarchy differences between the Queen and the Empress is on top. The Queens need to make an appointment to see the Empress. The territory and the kingdom of the Empress is much larger than the one of the Queen. She got more going on. This would be like the manager or the supervisor, but this is the owner. She owns this shit. This one is the manager or the supervisor. So how to get it? Don't put nobody in the position that ain't qualified. Remember your position, who the fuck you are. You decide. It's your decision. It's your honor, your value. Like the divine, Lord source God, creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be, put everything in your hand and put you in this position for a reason. You have to respect that and honor that. Like I said, you can't be walking around with some joker that don't know how to handle their drink, don't know how to handle their behavior, don't know how to handle their mouth and their attitude while you running around doing business with these people. You know what I'm saying? Or while you run around here doing spiritual service with these people. Like, what would it look like if I got a woman on my line who's jealous every time I'm alone in the shop with the woman? Hold on, that woman is sending me hundreds of dollars for her nails. What are you talking about? Like, I'm doing her nails. I'm not doing that shit to myself, and you're not doing that to yourself either. And if you have been, it's time to quit that shit. Like, seriously, yeah. Years ago, the Spirit showed me, like, the lifestyle you're meant to live, you need somebody who knows their position and stays in it and then respects and honors their position, not who questions it all the time. Not who makes you question your position. You know what I'm saying? Those head games, all those head games, we're just going to leave all that out. So if you want this healthy relationship where you could be out in the open in public with your person, go to the party, go to the event, go to the business meeting, travel together, whatever you going to do. And, you know, y'all both, look at, they're both so happy. And you could both just be happy and enjoy the energies and the vibes. Like, you can't just put a sucker in that place. You need somebody that knows their value, has enough self-security that they ain't worried about the next bitch, you know what I'm saying? Or the last bitch, or whatever. You know, you can't. You have to have somebody that knows who they are, they're confident, they can respect your position. I'm like, yeah, and now they're showing me, like, the way I be out in public. If I see somebody and my spirit said, go give them a card, go talk to them, I'm finna go talk to them, whether it's a man, a woman, or a child. And I'll be like, you know, whoop, 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 here's my business. This is what you need to know. If that person next to you is so insecure and jealous, every time you go talk to somebody else, that's not going to work for you. But what you got to do in handling this business is necessary. It's part of your purpose. It's part of your spiritual service. Praise in all my days. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Pentacles. I heard it's up for consideration. Something or someone is up for consideration. The overall energy in this, because we have the King of Pentacles, it's like honor your position. You got this. You got everything you need. And if it don't honor and respect and harmonize and align with all you got, then it don't need to be. Like, they could go, you know, down the road, up to the boardwalk, down to the sea, whatever they want to do. But they ain't gonna do it with you. If they can't honor the position, if they can't respect their position, and again, they're showing me, like, I've said this before and I'm gonna say it again. Like, the one girl I was dating, I really liked her. I really was excited that we were dating and everything. And why she gonna get jealous over one of my viewers telling me how beautiful I look every day? I'm like, bitch, she's overseas. I ain't even ever been on the same continent as her, and you're sitting in my bed talking shit to me and jealous about her telling me I'm beautiful. I'm like, okay, and Spirit just said, yeah, do you think Jay-Z and Beyonce are fighting about how many people are in their fan club and how many people are obsessed with them and have posters of them in their house and really have fantasies about them and all that shit? I don't think so. And if they are, that's crazy. I'm just saying, I don't think so. And if they are, that's crazy. Now, I ain't saying I'm Beyonce or Jay-Z, nor am I saying you are, but you get the drift, right? If you're a beautiful person, you can't be somebody who's insecure You can't be with somebody who's insecure. They're going to have to get their shit together. If they're insecure, that's just going to bring nothing but bombs and problems to your life, you know? Yeah, because as soon as you are handling business, they're going to have some stupid story that ain't even happening rolling through their head. And, you know, that can sabotage your business. That can sabotage your purpose. Ain't no need to accept that shit. So real quick, let's do the other side of the table. I see my clients getting closer, so it's about time for me to go, baby. So let's see. I heard shut up and drive, okay? Shut up and drive the life that you have. And the Fool came out again. With everybody plays a fool. Somebody is like not getting any of your time. You just don't seem to care. Wow, okay? They get none of your time, none of your attention. You know, you just don't seem to care. Let me see the other side of the, other side of the table, how to get what you want. So, yeah, literally what you got, you let them go already. You're like, I don't even care. Okay, so what you want, other side of the table, show me what you want. You want the truth, baby. You want somebody that's in a harmony and alignment with you. Somebody that can handle your truth. If you can't handle that, I got fans around the world. If you can't handle, I'm going to be alone in the room at my studio with the nail clients, sometimes at crazy ass hours overnight or early at the dusk of dawn in the morning, and we're gonna be there for an hour and a half to 5 or 6 hours sometimes. You ain't ready. You want somebody that can honor your truth. That's what you want. And I heard, and you want something new, baby. You don't want the same old thing you didn't have before. You like, I want a new person. I'm not going back to none of my exes. And I heard all my exes live in Texas, okay? And I heard that. That's why I hang my hat in Tennessee, okay? And I heard that. They're like, yeah, I'm not even in the same vicinity, and I'm getting vibrationally as any of your exes. It's like you've evolved, you've grown so much, you've elevated so much. Oh, thank you. And they said, this is the perfect touch. They said, and the thing of it is, when you attracted those exes, you hadn't yet, but now you have. So you are not attracted to them anymore. And anybody that looks like them energetically, you're not attracted to them no more. This is a huge confirmation that you have elevated your energy. You've actually processed whatever the shit storm was you went through in the past, and you're in a different energy now. That's fantastic. You ready for somebody that can be open, transparent, communicative, somebody that can honor your spirit, somebody that can see who you are. Because trust and believe, they can't all. How to get it, the world. Leave the shit behind you. Know that you got it going on, and yeah, that's it. I gotta go. Love you. Later. Bye. Mwah.